By the end of this, you'll know if the DAKboard touchscreen wall display 22 is a buy or a skip for your daily routine. This is the deal breaker. If you won't use a wall touchscreen to check your plan and tap updates in real time, skip it now. But if you want one always-on family command center that replaces the who's doing what chaos, this is a strong buy. Think of it as your calendar, weather glance, chore hub, and photo frame living on the wall where everyone actually looks. Problem: in a busy parent house, schedules live in a dozen places, and the week falls apart the second one thing changes. Benefit: this is a touch wall display with a viewable screen around 22 inches, so it's big enough to read from across the room, and it runs a clean shared calendar and organizer right on the wall. With a full HD 1920 by 1080 resolution in a 16:9 layout, your day blocks, names, and details don't feel cramped, and the IPS panel helps keep it readable from different angles in the kitchen or hallway. Mini conclusion: if your biggest pain is we keep missing stuff, the size and clarity make it feel like a real family dashboard, not a tiny gadget. Problem: even when you have a calendar, the friction is updates and follow-through, especially with chores and reminders. Benefit: the touch screen matters because it lets you interact instead of just glance, and this model is designed for a smart home dashboard-style setup that can show things like weather, chore lists, and a digital photo frame view, so the screen stays useful all day, not just at 7 a.m. It also includes built-in stereo speakers, which can be helpful if you're using it in a common area where small sound cues or media are part of how your home runs. Mini conclusion: if you want one screen that keeps everyone aligned, touch plus an always visible dashboard is the difference between nice idea and we actually use it. Problem: a wall display only works if it's stable, connects reliably, and doesn't become another weekend project that never ends. Benefit: this unit has a built-in CPU inside, and the hardware details point to a Raspberry Pi 4B with 2 GB of RAM, which is basically the computer that keeps the display running without you needing extra boxes. For connectivity, it supports Wi-Fi on both 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz, plus Ethernet, so you can choose what's most dependable in your home, especially if your router is far from the wall. And it's made to be mounted with a mounting plate and wall hardware included, plus a US power cable, so the install is aimed at hang it and go. Mini conclusion: if reliability and setup stress are your worry, built-in processing, Ethernet as an option, and included mounting gear make it feel more like an appliance than a DIY project. One downside is the screen surface is described as glossy, which can catch reflections in bright rooms, so placement matters if you have big windows or strong overhead lighting. The other downside is that it includes a limited-time subscription trial for new accounts, so if you want the deeper features long-term, plan on choosing the software level that matches how your household uses it. Buy it if you want a large, clear, touch-controlled family dashboard you'll check daily and update on the spot. Skip it if you only want a basic photo frame or you know your family won't actually use a wall touchscreen to manage the week. If this sounds like the kind of practical upgrade you've been looking for, you'll find a link to the DAKboard touchscreen wall display 22 in the description below. Take a minute to check the details, read more reviews, and see if it fits your needs on Amazon. Some links are affiliate links, so I may earn a small commission at no extra cost to you. Here's the simple takeaway for a busy parent home. This works best when you want one shared, always visible place for schedules, chores, and quick daily info, and you want it big enough to read without walking up to it. The full HD 1920 by 1080 screen, wide 16:9 layout, and IPS viewing angles all support that glance and go lifestyle, while touch makes updates feel immediate instead of annoying. Just be smart about glare with a glossy screen, and remember the software side may matter after the trial. If you want your family's week to live on one 22-inch touch dashboard instead of 10 different apps, this is built for that.